Greetings to all melanated people all around the world. Really joy and a blessing being out here and just absorbing all this sunlight, all this energy. And the more I get, is the more I'm being activated. And so, with that being said, I want to go straight into what I want to speak to you about. I want to speak to you about the resurrection and what it means to me and what it means to melanated people and how we are to embrace what is being brought to us by way of experience and enlightenment from the tropics, from the Caribbean, from little Nazareth, from little Galilee, whichever name you want to call it. Okay, so when it comes to resurrection, it is said in the Bible that unless a corn of wheat fall in the ground and dies, it abides alone. But if it dies, it brings forth much fruit. And that is what I really want to speak to you about, and to let you know the principle of power, dominion, authority, multiplication, compensation, abundance, riches, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and sitting at the seat of Solomon. Okay? I'm speaking about an enlightened son. The mystery of the sun, the S-U-N and a S-O-N. Okay? And based on my experience, I realize the significance of such scripture. And having found my body to be the tomb and my skull to be Golgotha, where the Christ is buried, and having awakened within myself like a fiery being, hardy and hardly wind, and exit my skull, became invisible, and realized all is just illusion, and that the only thing is real is the very life that is in me. And the reason why everything here looks real, it is because of the God in me and the God in you, and everything is a projection of what is inside of you. Okay? So there's a principle of reproduction that we must follow, because you cannot check the laws of the universe. So basically what I'm saying, whatever seed that has bought in you would mean what fruit you will bring forth. Because for example, you take one little seed and you plant it, and it's going to multiply more after its kind. You take one who's been indoctrinated into Catholicism, and when he or she speaks, and you open your soil or your mind for that seed, and you become impregnated by that seed, because it goes, first of all, the germ of life is in it, and it goes through the process of death, burial, and resurrection. It's gonna bring forth more after that, after its kind. So even when we look on the outside and the soil of a seed, we are saying death, burial, and resurrection. And as it is without, so is it within. As it is above, so is it below. So as long as the germ of life and the seed be planted in you, there must come a time where there must be death, burial, and resurrection. And how can this take place? There must be the first among many. There must be a pattern man. That's why when you read of the Christ, you're reading of a pattern man. A man was with fullness. A man who have come into the place of a full-fledged human being. The young of a goat, what you call a kid, will grow into a full-fledged goat. The young of a sheep, what you call a lamb, will grow into a full-fledged sheep. But you know, when I ask Christians the same principle, and ask them if they are son or they are a child of God, and they say yes, and I show them that same principle and ask them what would they grow into, they always say, I ain't God. I ain't God. So I normally say, well, your dad, we be your cat, a rat, a sheep. See? Because the seed that they were bought it by was not the right seed. So, my melanated brothers and sisters, it is said that many are called but few are chosen. Many can gather information and bring it to you, and the information is good and they are vital and we all need them. Because they take the information that many have put out there for me to realize that my experience is real and true. So we need each other. But I'm saying to you, the genuine seed with the genuine germ of life, when you sow that back, it will bring forth after its kind. For example, let me use an example here. There's a lot of eggs in the supermarket that you can go and buy eggs, okay? But those eggs, they cannot hatch. But when the female bird has been with the male bird, as when we used to grow up as little children, we used to eat those eggs. Where the male bird used to go with the female bird until they bring this hybrid kind to us. Okay? And because the female bird been with the male bird, you can take those eggs, and as long as you apply heat, the chicken will come forth, because the intelligence has always been, the true intelligence has always been in the shell. And my friends, say this. You ever sit and think about which intelligence does tell the little chicken in the egg to pick it? The chicken picking the shell to come out to express itself. And you're telling me that the resurrection is a man 2,000 years ago with blue eyes and blonde eye, with blue eyes and blonde hair? It is speaking of something that will take place in you. Because the true burial place or the true tomb is this body. But melanated people was made to believe in an idol, and to believe in a false god, and to believe the white man as their god. So, my brothers and my sisters, it will take one who have experienced the true resurrection to cause others to come forth like himself or herself. It is finding the female side of your being. It is finding the secret passage. That's why I did a DVD called The Secret Vagina, or the two vagina, or the vagina they don't want you to know about. The passage, the doorway, the gateway. So there's a way, a gateway in expressing a being down here, which is in the world of the natural or the physical, and there is a portal also to express the spiritual birth. That is why when I realized the fulfillment of John 3 in my life, I understood what it means of Nicodemus and the Christ. Nicodemus is the religious system, and the Christ is the enlightened man, one who have experienced the birth and is teaching you the true birth. So whatever sow will all bring forth after its kind. And there are so many teachers and so many giving themselves titles. But I'm saying to those of you who resonate with the message I'm bringing across to you, put it to work in your life. Believe what I am saying and put it to work in your life. Start using the law of multiplication in your life. Start using your imagination more consciously. Start using your thoughts more consciously. Start assuming the things you would like to see manifest in your life more consciously. And remember the principle of sowing. When you sow, you don't go and dig back the seed. Forget about it. Don't worry about how it's going to be done. Don't worry about how you're going to come into it. Don't use words like expensive. Forget about those words. They don't exist. Forget about words like spending. No, you're investing and circulating. That will come back to you. Understand the principle of giving. That's why I don't ask. Because as long as you get divine revelation and you understand the divine law of reproduction and you understand the true resurrection, no one have to ask of you. No one have to instruct you. You will understand the true principle of tithing. Because you will understand the true principle of your 10%. You will understand your whole thinking pattern. And you start to think from the right brain. And you know what to do. Just like how I knew exactly what to do when I wake within myself. To roll the stone away and come out from the tomb. So my melanated brothers and sisters, embrace the resurrection. Embrace the message. That's why it is said, I am the resurrection and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Be still and know that I am God. You could never say I am and not referring to yourself. Wake up and use your I am more consciously. It is the name of the Almighty. From generation to generation, it is a memorial. There's a universal question. Who am I? And there's a universal answer. I am whatever I believe myself to be. I am that I am. I embrace my I am. And I lift my hand above. Because here is where the true intelligence lies. Here is where the true awakening lies. Here is where you experience the rising of the sun. And here is where it says, if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. We are the light of the world. We are the people of light. We are the children of the sun. And we shall rule as children of the sun. We shall rule our destiny. Not others, our destiny. And rise to the place of perfect peace and harmony. With that being said, I want to say thank you very much. Love you, melanated people. I'm out. Peace.